until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on second down. Short. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Short. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing again. Short. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw is James. Looking to throw on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's James. Throwing on third and long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connect.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to anymore right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, short. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Short. They find some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First down, short. And he's got some space here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Short. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Looking to throw. Short. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing to start the drive. Short. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Short. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Frazier. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, short. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Short. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw. Short. And some room to work. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 29. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that